Hey loves, welcome back. I have a story time today. I decided to do the time that I thought I was having a miscarriage as my first story time on this channel. So a quick little background on the story. My son is currently 4 months. He just turned 4 months on Saturday. And all of this happened in my first trimester. It also happened while I was a senior in school in the beginning of the day. So this happened in like the morning time, like before I was even able to go to my second class. Okay, so we can just jump right into the story. So let me just tell y'all, before this even all happened, I could already tell I was about to have a bad day because we're gonna start from me waking up in the morning. First thing in the morning when I woke up, I had some strong ass cramps. I was feeling dizzy and a little bit nauseous. I really just wanted to get back in bed and not go nowhere because who wants to go to school feeling that way? Not I. Also, how sick I would feel in my first trimester. I was missing a lot of days of school because I was a senior, so I'm trying to graduate. I can't be missing that many days of school like that. So I kind of had to force myself to get up and go to school. Caught the bus to school. I'm walking down the hallway feeling dizzy, so I just go ahead to class. I made it to class early. I just decided to go ahead and be, in class before the bell rung. It was about 10 minutes before the bell rung to go to class, so I had about 10 minutes to just lay there and try to get this dizziness to go away. I just laid my head on the table. So class start, and we get all the way through class with no problems. The class ended at like 10:24. Y'all, I didn't get up from the desk the whole time I was in class. Like, I was just sitting at my desk the whole time. So when I finally did get up, I felt this sharp ass pain shoot up from my legs to my hips and then gave me even stronger cramps. Like, whoa, let me stop for a minute. So I get up again and I'm trying to walk again to get out the door to go to my next class. At this point, I'm feeling something dripping down my leg. And when you in the first trimester, if something like that happened, your mind already automatically goes to, I'm having a miscarriage. So I make it into the hall. I'm in the hall. It's crowded as hell outside. Everybody is going to the next class, but I'm thinking, okay, let me just go to the bathroom to see if this is what I think it is. So while I'm walking through the hallway, I feel myself about to start crying because the worst is going through my head. Like, I'm thinking I'm having a miscarriage. So I start walking all fast. I'm pushing everybody out the way. I get to the bathroom. There's one girl in there. I go to the stall. I sit down and I check. It's blood. It's a lot of blood too. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Thank God on this day that I just happened to wear black pants because that would have been even more embarrassing. So when the girl finally leaves the bathroom, I just bust out crying. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Who can I run to and tell? Where am I going to go? I pull out my phone. I try to call my boyfriend. My boyfriend, the first person I try to call. He didn't answer, so I tried to call my mom. My mom didn't answer. I tried to call my dad. My dad didn't answer. They all at work, so they couldn't answer me. I get myself together and I walk up to the office and I'm still crying a little bit. I'm scared. I tell the lady at the desk what's going on with me. She sends me to the back to talk to somebody else. I end up talking to the principal and telling her what's going on. She calls the EMS. So I think it was like about 20 minutes later, I'm sitting there waiting. The EMS finally shows up. They're asking me questions about what's happening. Then they finally put me on the stretcher and take me to the van. And we drive to the hospital. By this time, by the way, my mom is there. She follows us to the hospital. And when we get to the hospital, they put me in the emergency room. Y'all, the part that pissed me off is how long I was waiting in the emergency room. Like, I was in there for like a whole hour waiting for somebody to come out and talk to me and, take me to the back and figure out what's wrong with me. I'm still sitting there, I'm all scared. The worst is still going through my head. I'm still thinking, oh my gosh, like, what's the point? I done lost my baby. I done had a miscarriage, so I'm just in a badass mood at this point. So an hour later, somebody finally comes out and they speak to me. They take me to the back. And then I think I had to wait like another 20 minutes for them to get me a room. So when I finally do get a room, They take me back there. The first thing they do is they take me to get an ultrasound. They did about 2 ultrasounds on me. During the ultrasound, the lady was making me even more scared because like I'm just laying there even more worried because during the ultrasound, you know, when you're pregnant during the ultrasound, they usually have the computer screen like turned towards you so you can see the baby on the screen. But they had it turned away from me, so I couldn't even see like if I could see the baby or not. Like they just kept it from me. I asked, could I see? They said, no, I'm sorry, we can't show you right now. So after the ultrasound, I had to wait some more time in order for them to, you know, finally come back and tell me what was happening and what was on the ultrasound. So I think it was about 10 minutes later, they came back into the room and they was like, so we found the heartbeat. I got so happy, y'all. Like, I just got so relieved. So they said that I had a subchronic hemorrhage, which is something that's more common in pregnant people in their first trimester. They didn't know what caused it. They just said it's just something that just happens. But they told me basically, you know, like from here on out, just take it easy, no sexual activities for a while. You know, try not to walk as much as you can. Just, you know, basically, unless I'm in school, when I'm at home, just take it easy, just rest. Don't be trying to be a walking everywhere because that'll cause pain. So that explains where my cramping was coming from. It went away in about 3 weeks, thank God. The bleeding stopped completely. It continued to shrink. The hemorrhage continued to shrink. That's what the bleeding was coming from. The hemorrhage was shrinking. And I never had another scare like that for my whole rest of my pregnancy. And it never came back after that either. So I'm thankful for that. Because they did say if the hemorrhage continued to grow, because he described it as being like about that big, like the size of an egg, and it was growing right beside the baby. So they said that if it continued to grow, then I would have had a miscarriage. The baby wouldn't have made it. So I'm really thankful that it ended up going away. But yeah, that was my first story time for my channel. If y'all really liked that video and y'all want me to do more story times, please comment below and give this video a thumbs up.